Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great Monday morning. We are kicking off the week with excitement. At least I'm excited because I'm hoping for a pullback in precious metals. We're going to talk a little bit about what I'm expecting to see and why I'm expecting to see it this week with the big Fed meeting coming up. So we're going to talk about my anticipations on how that could play out. And then we're going to see if I'm right or wrong on that. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how that could affect silver and gold. And hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out more than you know. And it keeps the channel going. I enjoy reading y'all's comments and hearing your thoughts. So jumping right in, we have a Fed meeting Tuesday and Wednesday. So tomorrow and the next day, I expect that we'll probably start seeing stocks kind of go a little bit sideways. Same with precious metals, a little bit sideways for the next couple days. Only because everybody is wondering what is going to happen with the interest rates. And that's the hot topic. We have basically a total of 8 meetings this year, one of them being this week. And a lot of people are expecting that they will cut 3 quarter-point interest rate cuts. But here's the thing. I'm not convinced Jerome Powell is going to do any of that this week. I expect they're going to say the economy's doing. They're gonna blow smoke is what they're going to do. They're going to blow smoke and pacify people for the time being. Let me shut that off real quick. They're going to blow smoke and pacify people to convince them that everything is okay. The economy's doing great. This is what they're going to tell you. That's not what I'm saying. The economy's doing great. Inflation is starting to work its way down. We're really confident the direction that everything is going. However, we want to give it a little more time before we cut interest rates. We see a lot of interest rate cuts coming. Everything's going great. The markets are doing great, but we don't want to rush into it and then cut rates and then have to raise rates. I probably could have been a Fed chairman because I'll bet you they're going to say just like that. Now, how that's going to affect stuff. The market is really, in my opinion, counting on rate cuts right now. The fact, though, that they are promising them the carrot, dangling the carrot over, is going to make it probably to where people are not super discouraged. If they cut rates, you probably would see gold and silver really take off. I don't think they're going to cut rates. If they if they raise rates, now, on the other hand, that would probably that could bring precious metals down a little bit, but I don't think they're going to really raise rates either. The right thing to do when the economy is bad, unfortunately, inflation is bad. If inflation's bad, you want to cut rates. You cut rates, and that way people will start spending more, and it will jumpstart the economy. However, with inflation, we can't afford to do that. We can't afford to do that because prices are going up too fast with inflation, so they're kind of stuck. What do? So all they can really do is sit there like a deer in the headlights, and that's what I'm expecting from them. Now, what if they don't do anything? So if they don't do anything, we're kind of stuck guessing a little bit on what's going to happen to precious metals. A lot of people know precious metals are probably going to go up at some point because eventually they're going to have to cut interest rates. If they have to cut interest rates, the inevitable comes and precious metals will really start going up because inflation will start going up. But then they got to admit that inflation beat them. They gave up. Now, I don't think they want to come out and do that, especially until after the election. So I'm expecting they're going to do a hold on interest rates. I'm hoping that hold, me personally, I'm hoping that hold will discourage investors a little bit for the time being, and maybe we'll see a pullback in cryptos, in stocks, in precious metals. It's not a guarantee it's going to happen that way, though. I won't anticipate a pullback just because they held interest rates in the same position. A lot of you know that I have been thinking for a while now that as the financial quarter comes to an end, we need to see some sort of a pullback so they can cover these shorts by the end of this month. Now, just because I want that to happen doesn't mean it will happen. It is a tough predicament that they are in all the way around. We right now want to buy some more silver. Maybe you're like me and you want to buy. I know I talked to a bunch of y'all in the comments. A lot of y'all said, one, you don't care what the price is. You're going to keep buying. As long as it's under 30, it's a steal. And to a point, yeah, it's still under 30. Once it blows through 30, there's a chance that it will be a while before we see it come back down this low again. So yeah, maybe if you can buy silver right now for $2-3 over spot, you're probably getting a steal on it. It will probably more than likely be higher than that in a couple months. However, if you're like me and you're cheap and you understand that you're going to buy probably 100 ounces as soon as you see the right dip, then $100 makes a difference. A dollar drop in silver would make a huge difference for me. That's $100. That would be the difference between really my groceries for the next 2 weeks, or not. I say or not. I mean, I'm going to have the money to buy groceries. I'm just saying it's nice if I don't have to spend it on silver if I can get a couple more ounces instead. A couple more ounces today may not seem like much. I hear it all the time. I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money. I just need to pick up a couple ounces where I can. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. I've been stacking for a while. A couple ounces makes a big difference. It might not feel like it today, but 2 ounces today, maybe you're talking $55-$60. 2 ounces in 10 years from now, you could be talking $500. And yeah, prices on everything are going to keep going up. And if everything just fully collapsed, the entire economy in dollars, and dollar went by the wayside, well, silver would be pretty awesome to have, even 2 ounces. That's why it shocks me that so many people want to diss these type of videos and say, you're foolish, you're a doomsday prepper, whatever. I wouldn't buy silver. It's the worst investment out there. When I hear those comments, I say, you know what? They're going to be the ones that regret saying that down the road. Just like when I said it, when I was young and dumb. There's more to that saying. I just don't remember what it was. And it would probably be inappropriate if I did. Just kidding. I was young and dumb and I dissed gold and silver. I laughed at a buddy of mine. We were friends. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I laughed in good humor, but I didn't understand it. I'd give him a hard time. I'd be like, dude, you're buying a coin, a 1 ounce gold coin for $400. Are you crazy? And a silver coin, $5-10. I said, you're nuts. To what? A piece of metal to send back home, pay the shipping on it, send it back home in the middle of nowhere in the United States, so your family can hold it until you get back from the Middle East. I wished I had listened to him. At $400 an ounce gold, it would be pretty sweet to have all that stuff now. And I think that these people are going to regret it too down the road, because truthfully, at least some of them will be stackers down the road. They will be buying silver at $100 an ounce, when right now they're saying, who would buy it? Nobody would buy it. There's no way it would even happen. So me saying nobody would buy it is probably ridiculous in itself, because silver will never even go above 30. I see those comments all the time. If you follow the comments, you've probably read them too. Silver will never be above 30 in our lifetime. Silver will never go above 30 and stay there forever. Well, of course, it's not going to stay there forever, because if the dollar collapsed and we rolled out a new money that was backed by silver, then essentially silver could go back to $1. It could, except it won't be the dollar like we know it today. Because these dollars will literally be worthless paper at that point. And anybody that doubts that doesn't need to look too far in history to find out how currencies of the world just plunge in value, as you can see in these currencies right here that have all lost value over the years, whether it's the Turkish, that's more Turkish. Bunch of this is Turkish. What a coincidence. Bank of England, this one hasn't totally gone out yet. There's a couple in here that hasn't. But the majorities, if they were just given to me, they don't really have any huge value. Oh, a $5 Canadian note, that probably has a little value. It's got to be worth, what, $5, even though $5 doesn't buy you as much. I don't even know. I don't know if Canada ever changed their money out, but this is not about really paper money. It's about silver and what's going on. Now, I've told you guys time and time again, I'm holding out until I see the dip or the end of the month. Once the end of the month comes, shorts have to be paid off, and it's not going to matter because from there, we could see it go up for another 3 months. And then once they cut rates, we could see it astronomically go up. There's possibility, though, people are buying their position now, knowing that rates are probably eventually going to come down. And when they do come down, gold and silver has to go up, and they're buying ahead and positioning themselves. Big banks have been buying up gold. India's been buying up silver, whether that's for manufacturing or for hedging. Either way, they know what's coming. We don't. Well, we in this community do, because you guys follow the channel. Hopefully you guys hit that thumbs up button by now if you're watching this video, and you've left me a comment, and you're subscribed. But the average person does not realize that all currencies eventually go to zero. They literally think that the same money has been around indefinitely, unless they are in one of the countries that they witnessed the devaluation. But this stuff's done slowly. It's done over time. They devalue the currency until it's worth nothing. Then some major event happens, and then they blame the whole thing on the event, not bad policies. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm super excited to see how this is. We're going to probably end up talking about more about this as the Fed meetings start to unwrap. I'm curious to see what kind of signals we might get before then. It would be nice to get the position beforehand, but we won't know exactly. For those of you guys that are following my Shiba, horrible day. We saw Shiba. My Shiba account balance, you guys know, was at 11,200. It plunged all the way down to, I don't know, like 7,500. And out of disgust, I waited for it to go back up to 10.8. And I sold it at 10.8. And now I'm hoping for it to dip. But here's the thing. They basically dropped the price. It cleared out a lot of shorts. There's currently a big whale that just moved tons of his Shiba Inu into one account. And I'm thinking that that could be the sign of maybe they're about ready to dump a large portion. I'm hoping they do. I hope they cut the price in half now that I'm not in it. And then we'll see what happens. Do I think it will stay down there? Nope, I don't. I think it will eventually pop. I'm just hoping that I'm in it when it pops. Until then, it's all one game. It's like gambling. It's like the casino. This is real wealth right here. Gold and silver, real wealth. You stack it, you hold it, you own it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.